Hello, second graders. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome to Thursday. We're almost done with another week. So, right now, we have a total of 6 days left of second grade. Can you believe it? Seems like we just started. This year has definitely been strange, but you guys have done so well. You've grown so much. I have loved getting a chance to be your teacher this year, and I can't wait to see you continue to grow next year when you're in third grade. Yesterday, I had a chance to go to the school, and a couple students came from our class to pick up some things. It was so good to see people. I got to see Emerson. He looks like a third grader. I got to see Adelaide. She looks like a third grader. I couldn't believe it. So I'm excited too because in 1 week exactly, next Thursday, we're going to be having our very special Hollywood award ceremony for our class. I've been working, I can't show you these. Well, I can show you, but just not the name. I've been working so hard on getting all of these awards ready. We have awards for like most dependable. We have another one for best, can you read that? Best sense of humor. We have another one for amazing artist. We have another one for sunshine. We have another one for always smiling. Every student in our class gets a special award. I picked it just for you guys. I signed it and everything. So on Thursday, next Thursday at 2 o'clock, we're going to have our special award ceremony. You don't want to miss it. I will send it out in a link like we always do, and hopefully you'll get a chance to come so we can celebrate this year. You'll get to find out which award you get, and it'll be just a fun end of the year ceremony for us. And then the following day, on Friday, I will be coming to your house. I have to drop off, of course, your awards. You also will get a very special trophy, which is known as an Oscar. And then I have some fun summer presents that I'll send to you guys too. So that's something to look forward to next week. It'll be awesome. This week, we're going to have tomorrow, our very last class circle time. We're not going to have a class circle on next Friday because I'm going to be busy out and about driving around to all of your houses. So tomorrow will be our last class circle. You won't want to miss it. It's super fun. It'll be kind of like the M&M game that we played in class, but obviously I can't give you M&Ms. So instead you'll get to pick a color and then answer a question that goes with that color. And they're brand new questions. You've not seen these before. These are end of the year questions. So if you want to come, make sure you click on the link at 2 o'clock tomorrow, and we'll have a fun last class circle together. So that's tomorrow, and then next week, Thursday is our awards ceremony, and then Friday I'll be coming to your house. All right, so with all of that being said, let's move on to Penelope Peabody. I gave you this clue a couple days ago. Let me get it open for you. This is the clue I gave you. I'm not sure where I am, but this is a very pretty state. I stopped in a jewelry store and bought a sapphire necklace. The jeweler told me that nearly every known gemstone can be found in this state. I guess that's why it's nicknamed the Gem State. I visited the football field at Boise State University. Can you believe that the turf wasn't green? Turf is another word for football field. So turf is like fake artificial grass. So she's saying the turf, the football field, it wasn't green. It was bright blue. I'm a pretty big football fan, but I've never seen a blue football field. I'm having a great time here, but I'm not exactly sure what state I am in. Can you tell me which state I'm in? All right, last day to see if you can figure out where Penelope is. Tomorrow, I will be giving you a new clue. And then Tuesday, I will be giving you a new clue. And then at our award ceremony, I will be telling you the answer. So we only have 2 more clues to go. 2 more states where Penelope will be visiting. So the students who have already gotten this correct, this clue, let's see. We have Adelaide, Caden, Lucas, Marley, Raven, Weston, and my mom. Oh my gosh, that's so many people already. Amazing. All right, see if you can figure out where she is and get back to me before tomorrow afternoon so that I can tell your name and I get to tell you which state she's in. All right, so this book has been getting super intense. There was a tornado, and Bob is trying to find all the animals. Thankfully, he already found Ruby, but now he's looking for Ivan, and he found what looks like Ivan's hand underneath a rubble, like concrete and stuff that had fallen. So this chapter is called Not Moving. I know that hand like the back of my own paw. No, Ruby screams. Uncle Ivan! I check the crowd. No sign of Julia or George. Nothing. No Maya either, or other keepers I recognize. Just a few employees, several rescue workers, and 2 or 3 dazed-looking visitors. Is he alive? A firefighter asks. Hand, whatever it's called, isn't moving, says another. Weaving my way through the tangle of legs, I climb up the rubble pile, sniff a bit, and bark my loudest. Yes, he's alive! Get your rears in gear! Bark. Just like those overachieving rescue dogs in the Man's Best Friend show. I listen for a sound from Ivan, a grunt, a cry for help. Nothing. Still, he smells alive. At least I think he does, and that's good enough for me. The next one is called Xena. Another dog races over, a tough-looking German shepherd wearing an impressive glow-in-the-dark vest and some booty things to protect her feet from the rubble, but I hold my ground. This is my friend we're talking about. I lick Ivan's hand. His fingers twitch. Well, that's all it takes to get both of us barking like maniacs. More people gather. I see Maya next to Ruby, which makes me feel better. Name Xena, says the shepherd. Bob, I say. I nudge Ivan's finger with my nose. Nothing. This is Ivan, my best bud. Sorry to hear it, she replies, and I don't like the sound of her voice. With great care and far too slowly for my taste, rescue workers begin removing chunks of the wreckage and tossing them to one side. Xena and me, we mostly stay out of the way, but every so often I lick Ivan's hand just so he knows we've got him covered. I glance over at Maya and Ruby. Maya is wiping tears from her eyes while she strokes Ruby's ears. Ruby is giving Maya a comforting trunk hug. Good old Ruby, wise beyond her years, that gal. I check the crowd again. Still no sign of Julia or George, and that's when a sickening thought hits me like a bite to the belly. What if Ivan isn't the only one under the rubble? Yikes. This next one is called Dragon. More police cars and ambulances arrive at the park. A handful of keepers stream in too, like frantic and confused. The weirdest thing of all, wandering through all the destruction, are random park residents. Animals, birds, reptiles, residents who most definitely do not belong in Gorilla World. A police officer is chasing an armadillo. A great blue heron watches the mayhem from her position atop a giraffe statue. So here, a heron is a type of bird, this big bird right here. And then this is a giraffe statue, and she's just watching everything happen from up there. A wallaby pokes his nose out of a bush, his saucer eyes catching the fire engine lights. Nets! Someone yells. We need more nets! An older gentleman holding a blue umbrella lets out a blood-curdling scream. Dragon! He cries. I swear to you, I saw a baby dragon. Sir, says a keeper named Malik, no worries. That's actually a Gila monster. His name is Jillian. A paramedic raises his hand. They have, venom, don't they? They say a healthy adult won't die from it, Malik shrugs, although they'll be in some serious pain. Wonderful, the paramedics mutter. I glance over my shoulder to see Sarah running toward Maya. I can't hear her words, but I can definitely see a worry in her eyes. Zena's ears tip forward. They're getting the cutters and the jaws of life. Jaws? I repeat. I don't like the sound of that. Spreads metal. They're probably getting close. Come on, we need to get you out of the way. I'm not going anywhere. I hear you, she says, and I can tell from the weary sound of her voice that she's had this conversation before. But the best thing for Ivan right now is to let the humans do their thing. I think about it. I figure she's right. I give his fingers one last lick. They don't move. Nothing. Nada. We pick our way to the bottom of the debris pile. Hang in there, Ivan, I call. We love you, buddy. I know it's crazy, but I listen anyways, hoping for a sign, any sign he's still with us. The next one I'm going to read to you is called Hugging. I run to Kenyani. Don't worry, I tell her. He's going to make it. I can tell she doesn't believe me. From there, I head over to Maya and Sarah and Ruby. Maya has a radio handset in one hand and for some reason a young squirmy meerkat in the other. Sarah kneels down and hugs me tighter than any sweater she's ever knit. Bob, she cries, what happened to your nose? And look at your paw. Some dogs don't like to be hugged that way. I'm one of them. But Sarah needs to do it. I can tell somehow, so I let her. Isn't so bad, really. The next one is called Loose. A new police officer joins us, Officer Williams. She nods to Maya. You're with the park, right? Yes, I'm Maya. This, Officer Williams pauses. We need to get this under control ASAP. Winds are going to pick up and we haven't even hit the eye. Storm surge could be an issue. This one's moving slow. We've got a skeleton staff here, says Maya as the meerkat attempts to eat her earring. Early reports say maybe a third of the habitats are destroyed or damaged. She shakes her head. We've got some injuries, some possible fatalities too. Human? I don't think so. Anything loose that could be, a problem? Maya presses her lips together. Yep. Such as a couple Florida panthers. Ooh. Gray wolves, python maybe, possibly an alligator or two. Excuse me. Whew. False alarm. American alligators, not Chinese. I don't care if they're from Canada. If they eat people, we're in trouble. They don't, typically. Typically, Officer William repeats. Well, that's reassuring. Sarah loosens her grip on me ever so slightly. Maya, she asks, voice trembling, have you heard anything on the radio from George and Julia? I keep calling, but the cell towers are down. Nothing yet, Maya says, but I'm sure they're fine. Nearest shelter's over at Lincoln Elementary, says Officer Williams. You could check there. Sarah frowns. They're probably here right before the tornado hit. We're searching the park, ma'am, says the officer. We'll find them if they're here. Everybody clear out, a firefighter with a megaphone yells from a spot near Ivan. Could be danger of more collapse. We're working on this last metal beam. I look to see if Ivan's fingers are moving. Nothing. Hold on, Ivan, I yell. Sometimes nothing is the worst sound in the world. Ruby lets out a little elephant cry, and then I realize maybe that's the worst sound in the world. All right, I'm going to stop there. The next one is called CPR, and we will read that tomorrow on Friday. So, guys, we're getting there. We're more than halfway through the book. We got to make sure we have 6 days to read all this. So we'll make sure we keep working on it. All right, guys, I hope you have a great night. I hope you get a chance to join us tomorrow for our Zoom meeting, and I will see you later. Bye.